At 55, I fell in love with him who's 27. But he married his 45-year-old mother. It wasn't until I saw my son hugging her from behind that I realized. My name is Zhang Wenhai. The person from Jiangsu is 55 years old this year. Didn't finish high school in the 90s, just followed my fellow villagers to Shanghai to make a living. Starting with fiddling with those fake frog-eyed glasses. Later, he started his own foreign trade company. Those years were truly a great time to be alive. As long as you're willing to work hard and take risks, money comes like a strong wind. In my early 40s, I divorced my ex-wife. He complains that I'm never home all year round. Living by just saving money is boring. It's true that at that time, all I cared about was business. He sent some money to Australia. I heard she later married a foreign man, living quite carefreely. We have a son named Zhang Yuan, has been with me ever since the divorce. In the blink of an eye, it's already 55. I feel like my body and energy aren't keeping up anymore. Doing business in foreign trade is becoming increasingly difficult. I'll just use the company in Shanghai. Along with it, all the customer resources were sold together. Spent a fortune on it. Bought a villa in my hometown. Preparing for my retirement life. Where's my son, Zhang Yuan? Also 32 now. He's been helping out at my company all along. Now they've retired along with me. Money, right? It should be enough for us to live comfortably for the rest of our lives. The money is secure now. But deep down I feel empty. Especially after returning to my hometown. Relatives and friends all have their own special days. The son also has his own circle of friends. The huge villa is completely quiet, day and night. There isn't even anyone who can talk. I've never lacked women around me over the years. But if we're talking about being the most considerate, what really caught my interest was, it still has to be Kobayashi. He was a former streamer at my company. Only 27 years old, with smooth and shiny hair. The mouth is also sweet. Has been with me for almost 5 years now. I've retired. Without saying another word, he followed me back to Suzhou. To be honest, I really want to spend my life with him. Give him a proper title, position. But I'm also considered someone important in my hometown. Relatives and friends all. I've been divorced for many years. Suddenly married a girl 28 years younger than me. What will people say about me behind my back? Saying I'm disrespectful to my elders. They say I seek companionship among women in my old age. I'll stop at nothing in business. But in front of the neighbors, this face is more important than anything else. Just as I was struggling with the decision, Kobayashi came up with an idea for me. He said, "Wenhai, if you find it difficult, why don't you get married to my mom?" I was completely stunned at that moment. What kind of thing is this, I wonder? He saw that I wasn't reacting. Hurry up and explain. My mom gave birth to me early. I'm only 45 this year. Well maintained. You married him. The age is acceptable. To others, just say you met through a blind date. In fact, we're still the same as before. Isn't that the perfect solution? I've also met his mother, Zhao Yifeng. Indeed, she looks much younger than people her age. When I heard this idea, although it seems absurd, but upon closer thought, it seems like it's actually a viable solution. I thought that was quite a clever move at the time. Both substance and appearance are taken care of. It's simply absurd. I didn't hold a wedding banquet with Zhao Yifeng. Got married in a low-key manner. Then the three of them moved into the villa together. In the eyes of outsiders, in his later years, Zhang Wenhai took another wife. Married a wife who still has great charm. Also brought along a beautiful prostitute. What great fortune. I'm also quite generous. Feel like these two women have sacrificed their reputations for me. Just bought another large apartment for Kobayashi in Suzhou. Wrote only his name. They also got him a Porsche worth over 1 million yuan. Where's my son, Zhang Yuan? Be polite to them too. Calling her Sister Lin over and over again. Sometimes they even jokingly call Zhao Yefan Mom. I'm quite relieved. It's great that the whole family gets along so well. It's not easy at all. Retired life, you know. It's just about enjoying life. Kobayashi likes to travel. I'll just accompany him everywhere he goes. Where's my son, Zhang Yuan? Just stay at home and help me manage some investments. I'm thinking about it. The money I've earned in my entire life, won't it still belong to him in the end? Gradually, I've transferred some of the fund shares under my name. It's all been transferred to his name. Let him hold it for me. I guard against both heaven and earth. One can't possibly be on guard against one's own son, can they? But that's exactly when everything started. Something's not right slowly. At first, I just feel like my son is getting too close to Kobayashi. My son likes playing games. Kobayashi was just watching from nearby. The two of them were chatting animatedly, laughing and joking around. It's all stuff I don't understand. Once I woke up from my nap. Thirsty, went downstairs to get some water to drink. I saw my son and Kobayashi sitting on the sofa. They were extremely close to each other. Their shoulders were almost touching. My son is bending down and saying something in Kobayashi's ear. Kobayashi laughed so hard his face trembled. Her body collapsed onto his. See me coming down. The two of them snapped apart as if they'd been shocked. 1/2 meter apart. My heart skipped a beat at that moment. But didn't say much. Pretend not to see. Poured myself a glass of water and went upstairs. Lying in bed at night, tossing and turning, unable to fall asleep. I kept telling myself over and over again, don't be so suspicious. Kobayashi is with me. Do I look old in this picture? Isn't it just so I can help him live a peaceful life? But in my heart, it's like being scratched by a cat. I started to secretly pay attention to them. I found that the two of them often sent WeChat messages behind my back. As soon as I got closer, they immediately put away their phones. The thing I hate most in my life is betrayal. And right under my nose. I don't dare to think about it. To figure it out, I did something I've never done in my entire life. I bought a small webcam online, secretly installed at home. The next day, I pretended that I needed to go to Hangzhou to see an old friend. Let's talk about investing. Won't be coming back that day. After 10 p.m., I'm lying in the hotel bed. My heart is pounding nonstop. Opened the surveillance app on my phone. At first, there was nothing at all. 11 o'clock. My son and Kobayashi entered the living room one after the other. Then I saw something that made my blood boil with anger. My own son suddenly hugged Kobayashi from behind. The two of them just clung to each other like that. That level of proficiency, it's obvious this isn't the first time. I stared at the phone screen. A chill rushed from the solace of my feet straight to the top of my head. I've seen all kinds of storms in my life. Being set up and betrayed in the business world. I didn't even blink. But the scene before my eyes. The protagonists are my own son and my woman. I held back. I've saved the surveillance video. Turn off the phone. Didn't expose them right away. The next day, I listed all the assets I could think of. Bank accounts, stocks, funds, real estate, cars. I went through each item carefully, one by one. You don't know until you check. Every time I checked, I broke out in cold sweats again and again. The large apartment I bought for Kobayashi, it's clearly listed in his sole name. The Porsche I bought for him also belongs to him. Over the years, I also gave him a lot of cash and luxury goods over time. My son Zhang Yuan is even more ruthless. Because I trust him. Also, for the sake of so-called asset allocation and risk mitigation. More than half of those are in my name. The highest quality real estate and equity. It's all been transferred to his name. Or he can hold it on his behalf. At that time, I thought, anyway, it'll all be his from now on. Taking care of him early on can also help train him. How's it now? The earnings and control rights of these assets. It's almost completely in his hands now. I made a rough estimate. Just like that, without even realizing it. The money in my pocket. It's now less than 30% of my total net worth. And those other 70%. It's all in their hands. 2 more days passed. I went home with a stack of thick documents. That night, after dinner, I told the nanny to go back first. There were only the 4 of us left in the living room. The atmosphere is a bit awkward. Kobayashi and my son sat next to each other. Zhao Liafeng was sitting on the other side. I didn't say anything. Just used the printed bank details directly. Flowing asset change document. And that surveillance screenshot was left on the coffee table. Let me explain it. Kobayashi's face turned pale all at once. Zhao Yifen's smile froze on her face. Only my son, Zhang Yuan. He first took a look at those documents. Then raised your head. There wasn't any sign of panic on his face at all. Dad, what are you doing installing cameras? Is that really necessary? Kobayashi wanted to pull him along. Ah, Zhang Yuan. Zhang Yuan shook off his hand. Won't all these things become mine after I look at them? Is there any problem with me taking care of it for you in advance? I didn't spend money recklessly. Investments have also been pretty good. He pointed at Kobayashi. And you're not married to Kobayashi anyway. What's wrong with me dating him? Besides, you're at this age already. How dare you find someone younger than me? Don't you think it's embarrassing? I'm too embarrassed for you. You bastard! I got so angry that I stood up instantly. Have you treated me fairly? She's nominally your sister. Do you have any shame left? You're all working together to scam me out of my money. Zhang Yuan also stood up, snickered. I'm lying to you. Dad, don't speak in such a harsh way. It's you who wants both face and substance. Why go through all this trouble? Why can't Zhao Ling and I be together? You gave her a house and a car. I married her later. Aren't these still ours from the Zhang family? What's the loss if the meat gets soft in the pot? He paused and looked at me. We'll keep an eye on the money for you. People can also take care of things. Isn't this way not good? The whole family gets along harmoniously. You really have to break through this thin layer of window paper between us. Everyone looks unhappy. How am I supposed to live from now on? I pointed at the gate, shouted with all his might. Get lost. You're treating me like an idiot. This is my home. Get out of here, all of you. Zhang Yuan looked at me, smiled helplessly. Dad, you and Aunt Zhao are legally married. If you drive us away, you can get divorced from Aunt Zhao first. In case of divorce, property disputes shouldn't drag on for a year or so. Dad, you too. It's something a businessman should know. You're making a scene now. Besides making a fool of ourselves in front of outsiders, make yourself so angry that something bad happens to you. What else can I get? Zhao Yifan chimed in at this point. Lao Jiang, we're legally married after all. We're one family. Isn't your money also the money of this household? It's the children's time in the morning and evening. Why make things so ugly? You can enjoy your retirement in peace. We won't treat you unfairly. Kobayashi kept his head down from beginning to end. Not a word said. I looked at these 3 faces before me. It's utterly ridiculous. I've lived for 55 years. Spent a lifetime scheming in the business world. I've been wary of business partners before. Prevent competitors from overtaking. When I got divorced, I even had to be cautious around my ex-wife. But I never could have imagined that. Finally, they set this intricate trap for me. The one who screwed me the most. It's my own son who keeps calling me dad. They say that having children is for providing support in old age. I actually raised a son. I have my entire second half of life clearly planned out. I'm currently living in one of the guest rooms in this villa, watching the three of them act like a real family. Using my money, living my life as usual. And I became the most unnecessary guest in this household.